The Society of the Spectacle by Debord. Read by Steadyy ΔΕlτα. Part 1. Separation Perfected. 20. Philosophy, the power of separate thought and the thought of separate power, could never by itself overcome theology. The spectacle is the material reconstruction of the religious illusion. Spectacular technology has not dissipated the religious clouds where men had placed their own powers detached from themselves. It has only tied them to an earthly base. Thus, it is the most earthly life which becomes opaque and unbreathable. It no longer throws into the sky, but houses within itself its absolute denial, its fallacious paradise. The spectacle is the technical realization of the exile of human powers into a beyond, separation perfected within the interior of man. 21. To the extent that necessity is socially dreamed, the dream becomes necessary. The spectacle is the nightmare of imprisoned modern society, which ultimately expresses nothing more than its desire to sleep. The spectacle is the guardian of sleep. 22. The fact that the practical power of modern society detached itself and built itself an independent empire in the spectacle can only be explained by another fact: the fact that this practical power continued to lack cohesion and remained in contradiction with itself. 23. The oldest social specialization, the specialization of power, is at the root of the spectacle. The spectacle is thus a specialized activity which speaks for the ensemble of the others. It is the diplomatic representation of hierarchic society in front of itself, where all other expression is banished. Here, the most modern is also the most archaic. 24. The spectacle is the uninterrupted conversation which the present order maintains about itself, its laudatory monologue. It is the self-portrait of power in the epoch of its totalitarian management of the conditions of existence. The fetishist appearance of pure objectivity in spectacular relations hides their character of relations among men and among classes. A second nature seems to dominate our environment with its fatal laws. But the spectacle is not the necessary product of technical development seen as a natural development. The society of the spectacle is, on the contrary, the form which chooses its own technical content. If the spectacle, taken in the limited sense of the means of mass communication, which are its most glaring superficial manifestation, may seem to invade society as a simple instrumentation, this instrumentation is, in fact, nothing neutral, but is the very instrumentation which is suited to the total self-movement of the spectacle. If the social needs of the epoch in which such techniques are developed can only be satisfied through their mediation, if the administration of this society and all contact among men can no longer take place except through the intermediary of this power of instantaneous communication, it is because this communication is essentially unilateral. As a result, the concentration of communication accumulates within the hands of the administration of the existing system the means which allow it to carry on this particular administration. The generalized cleavage of the spectacle is inseparable from the modern state, namely, from the general form of cleavage within society, the product of the division of social labor and the organ of class domination.